I was guided to make this video in regards to individuals jumping to conclusions, making assumptions, as well as being quick to cast judgment upon individuals. Now, this was all based from a conversation that was being held amongst some individuals I happened to be riding with the other day. And the conversation was regarding homeless individuals and how they chose to go about giving back to them, yet alone helping them in their time of need. And one of the individuals clearly stated that she will not give a homeless individual money in no way, shape, or form. She will ask them what it is that they need, and she will gladly go and get them for them. Whether it's a bottle of water, some candy, some food, anything. She'll gladly go and get it for them, but she will not give them money. And I respected that, because people tend to lie nowadays, yet alone they don't have pure intentions. So I understood where she was coming from with that. And she also followed up with the statement saying that, when it comes down to individuals asking me for money, and I know that they truly need it, for that, like rent, for instance. You fall on troubling times, hard times, and you don't have it at that moment, and you at the point of about to get evicted. She said that would be the only case in which I would give to an individual in their time of need in regards to money. But even though I choose to give them that money, I have no expectation of receiving that money back. Because if you're already experiencing a hard time, who am I to sit back and expect you to give that back to me when you're already in the hole, yet alone in your time of need? Therefore, if you ask me for something, I'ma just give it to you and not expect it back, so I don't disappoint myself, hoping, praying, and wishing that you do give it back to me. Hence the reason she made the statement that she doesn't loan money out. She'd rather give it to you if that was the case. And I completely agreed with that, because I feel the same exact way. I truly do. And one of the other individuals that was in the vehicle made the statement that in regards to homeless individuals, one day she was walking outside of Walmart going to go get in her car, and that a homeless person walked up to her in the process of her getting in her car and was like, "Hey, you mind if I wash your windows for a couple of dollars, whatever change you got?" And, you know, she gladly gave that individual whatever little change, couple of dollars, whatever it was that they asked for, because they was more than willing to work for it. So she just gave it to them and, didn't accept their services, but because they were willing to hustle for it, she was more than willing to give it to them. And in that sense, I respected her for that. Yet alone, I show my gratitude to the individual that chose to actually get up and make the attempt to work for what it was that he was asking for, versus just sitting back, hoping, praying, and wishing upon a star, yet alone begging for someone to come and give them something, yet alone rescue them, because life doesn't work like that. And there was this other individual, the way he started his sentence within the conversation, it kind of threw me through a loop because I didn't expect where he was going with what he was saying until he actually got into his story. And from there, it changed my perception. The way he started his story was, man, I have no pity for anyone that is homeless. That was the look I gave, like, dang, bro, you heartless. And he was like, no, I say that because I've been there. But look at me now. Then he goes on to explain, how less than a year ago he was hooked on drugs, fentanyl. He had OD'd over 10 times. But the last time that he OD'd, he was at his very last, his rock bottom. Everybody in his family was done with him. And from there, after losing everything it is that he had, everyone that he loved, he decided, hey, this isn't the life that I want to live. I need to make a change. But he had to endure that hardship of being homeless for almost a year just for him to get back up on his feet. And during the time of him being homeless, he ended up losing his wallet, which contained his ID and everything. He didn't have no money, and, you know, doing what he did on a daily basis, attempting to find a way and make a way. He was able to come up with a way to make some money to be able to go and get his ID, yet alone, his birth certificate and stuff like that. And he did all of this, in a reasonable legal way, which I respected. And after he was able to obtain those legal documents that he needed, even though it took a few weeks for it to get to him, he still managed to find a way every single day to get up, put a smile on his face, and try. Going to homeless shelters, taking showers just to, have good hygiene on a daily basis, utilizing his resources in regards to homeless shelters that provided late night meals and, afternoon lunches and stuff like that. He walked just about everywhere it was that he needed to go. And once he obtained his documents, the first thing he went and did was went to go and get a job. And once he obtained that job, he stacked up his money and he ended up getting him a place. And he said, from time to time, he do run across some of those individuals that he was homeless with, and they are still in their same predicament, and they be trying to bum cigarettes off of him and stuff like that, yet alone talk to him and conversate with him. And, he didn't say it in a demeaning way or in a way as if he was better than them, but, he kind of kept it real when he said it, like, man, I didn't really fool with you whenever I was homeless, so why should I fool with you now? You could do the same thing that I did and got up on my feet. You can do the same thing, but yet you choose to live the way that you are living. So don't feel bad or don't get mad if I don't feel bad for you, yet alone if I'm not willing to come off of what it is that I have gained just to give it away to you when I was there. And after hearing, him break it down like that, I was like, okay, I can respect that. I can completely respect that. But see, throughout each one of those scenarios, everybody has different perceptions, different assumptions, and without necessarily knowing the backstory, individuals are quick to cast judgment. And it's not wrong to have some type of assumption in any way, shape, or form, but it's not right to cast judgment on an individual when you don't necessarily know their backstory. So just be mindful of how you treat individuals, because you never know who you may be entertaining. You never know who you may need at some point in time within the future. The tables just may turn at some point in time within your life, and that individual that you treated some type of way may be that person that you need, but you burnt that bridge a long time ago, thinking that you were better than them because you chose to cast judgment upon them and sat on your high horse. So, with that being said, treat people the way that you want to be treated. You never know the type of anointing that God has upon a person. For all you know, you could be entertaining an angel unaware. God works in mysterious ways, and He uses certain people to carry out certain tasks, yet alone hides individuals in plain sight, thus giving other individuals tests just to see those individuals for who they truly are. Because we all have free will, therefore we have a choice in everything it is that we do, in every situation that we encounter, which in the end shows an individual's true colors, their true intentions, who they really are. So, with that being said, treat others the way that you want to be treated. It's not that hard. You never know who a person just may be. Love and light. Stay blessed.